I have played my part. I am not leading anymore. If others don't rise up, that's it. Sunday Igboho. My dear, Sunday Igboho is making a U-turn because of the current situation of things. Do you blame him? I don't. He's a man with his actions has shown that he has a genuine heart that cares for people. You can liken him to the likes of Martin Luther King Jr. in America, who fought for the black race, the black Americans, saying equality must end, inequality, I beg your pardon, must end. What about in our very own African shores here? We have the person of late Nelson Mandela, who gave up his life, over 27 years of a youthful life, to fighting the cause of freedom for the people of South Africa. What are we talking about today? For us to have tenable and real leaders, they must be people with hearts that really cares for the people. Sunday Igboho came up as a result of genuine quest being ignored by our leaders, starting from the federal government to the state government to local government and to obas and to whatever way you want to call it. And this landed him into trouble. I mean, trouble by the very governors rejecting him and even putting him up to be arrested. Thank God that other leaders rose up. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. Now, Sunday Igboho is saying, I have played my part. I'm not leading anything anymore. If others don't rise up, that's it, making a U-turn. Sunday Igboho speaking on live interview with Mrs. Sebode, who is a YouTube personality and Yoruba journalist. Sunday Igboho revealed that his bank account has really been frozen by the federal government, and that account has now been unfrozen. Here is everything Sunday Igboho said during the interview. The question was, people are saying your bank account was not frozen. That it is a fake news. But I read it on the Vanguard that you said it was frozen. This is Sunday responding now. Yes, ma'am. It is true that my bank account was really frozen. But my bank manager told me today that they have unfrozen my account. He said I should send someone with check to make a withdrawal for me, and I'll see for myself. Have you heard of the recent happening in Lagos? No. Where is safe? Nowhere is safe anymore. We don't even have peace anymore anywhere in the country. All our brothers who live abroad cannot come back home because they are all scared of being kidnapped. Look at the man that came from America. He was on his way back when he was killed on Ore. Imagine what the Fulanis did to a 13-year-old girl. They raped her and still made a video of it and posted it online. What sort of rubbish is that in our very own land? This is not done. Did you hear that? Did you hear what happened to the professor's house? Yes, the Fulanis who attacked Professor Wole Soyinka's house, two of them have been caught. Although Nigerian police trying to conceal it that Wole Soyinka's house was not invaded by Fulanis. That's not very correct. He was actually invaded. What do you have to say about our leaders? The people who we voted to speak for us are unable to do so anymore or to do anything about what is happening. To be honest, I am tired of all this. What is the use of having leaders when the people you are leading are being killed and kidnapped? They even try to disturb me. First, they burnt my house, and then my account was frozen by the government. Must everyone keep quiet? This is an attempt to shut me up and be watching things go like this. They promised to arrest those who burned my house. How did they go about that? Nothing has been done. Sunday, you have tried. It is time for the group and others to fortify themselves to rise up. Yes, ma, that's what we should do because I have played my part. I am not leading anything anymore. It's others that should rise up. If they rise up, I will follow them. Others must stand up as we all do it together. It is needed at this point in time, which is very true. I don't blame my brother one bit at all. I don't blame Sunday. You know, do you know that is the very first state where we all know about Sunday Igboho, where he stood up for the people, talking about Oyo State. Sheyi Makinde gave him up. Please don't forget. Sheyi Makinde gave him up. And if not for other leaders that rose up to say, no, you can't do that. Enough is enough. Sheyi Makinde was ready to hand him over to the authorities, making statement like, I will not condone lawlessness in Oyo State. And don't get me wrong. What Sunday went to Oyo State to do, the people in the states where he went were being raped, kidnapped, being put under siege in their very own home, where they welcome people, accepted them into the community, and the people became their lord. The governor has not said a single word. He did not even make a statement, did nothing about it, pretending like he never heard. It was the same people that wrote to Sunday, sent messages and said, we are dying. Must you allow us go like this? Please do something. That's why he came in the first place. It's not because he wanted to prove to anybody that he's Sunday Igboho, or that he has some he has some strength, or he can face any situation or what have you. No, 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 no. That was not the true reality of things. The truth of the matter is there was a cause. There was a need for him to rise up at that time. And he rose up and he stood up and he said, no, enough is enough. I cannot allow or accept this to go on. And so Sunday rose up and the people were grateful. You could see the turnout. It was like a rally. They stood with him. They stood up. In fact, even a governor's meeting was not as much as that. They were so happy that they finally, that voice of hope, a ray of hope, it's like breath of fresh air to a man's heart. And guess what? What Sunday has done, he has just written his name in the book, in the sound of time. Whether you like it or not. All these our governors and the rest, their names will be forgotten like a smoke. But Sunday's name will remain. People will talk about this to their children. Once upon a time, the Fulani herdsmen became unruly, did this, did that. But Sunday rose up. This was what the government did. Just like Martin Luther King, the Jr. His story will ever be told in an American history. No matter what happened, he will ever be in the sound of time. What about great Nelson Mandela? His name will always be in the sound of time. Even in African history, he's referred to. Is it movies? Is it song? These are people who are called leadership. These are people who give clear-cut direction. This is how you lead. This is how you leave your footprint in the sand of time. This is how you show that you are a leader. That's how it works. Not staying on one side and saying you are a governor or whatever, and people cannot feel your impact at all. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, guys, leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.